Welcome Capricorn to your March 2024 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now Capricorn, I need to start out by apologizing for the lateness of this video. You'll probably be seeing it into the first few days of March. I'm just having problems with uploading videos for some reason. It's taking me forever, but my readings are timeless, so whenever you see this, it will be the right time for you. Now also, if you are still waiting on a response from me to your request for a free mini reading for new subscribers, which I'm still offering, by the way, if you are a new viewer, please know that I am working through these still. I just had that huge influx and it just put me so far behind. So I'm going to try and change the format of the way I do those. I was just responding in the comment section below, but now I might just film the video and then leave you a link to view it. I'll set it on private and I'll give you the link and you can go in and check that out. And I think you might have to click the notification bell so you get notified when I do advise you of that. But yeah, please let me know if you've got an issue with viewing it and we'll try and work something out. Okay, let's get into your reading now. This month I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. I love this deck. He's made quite a few decks and they are absolutely beautiful. They're little works of art. Now, you start out the month with a card of victory. You've got the Six of Wands here. This is you being victorious in some area of your life. It is wands, so this could be something to do with your career, something to do with a creative project that you've been working on, but the Six of Wands is, as I said, absolute victory. You are getting hailed by your peers for a job well done. This can mean awards. You might be getting awards for something that you've done. It can even mean that you'll be getting a promotion of some sort here or another. But just in general, like I said, it's the victory card, and you're really making great strides in your journey, whether it, as I said, whether it is your career, whether it is personally, there is real movement forward here. Yeah, and I feel like also you could potentially be getting some information that it's going to make you extremely happy when this card shows up in a reading. And as I said, you could be getting an award, a promotion, or a new contract here. But yeah, you're finally kind of making your way in the world here, which is great if you've been waiting on things. Now, I feel like this is going to lead you to a position where you are going to be spoiled for choice here. You've got the Seven of Cups, and this is you really having so many options in front of you because of this Six of Wands, this victory that you are achieving. And the Seven of Cups is beautiful. You have so many things in front of you, but it can also be a card of indecision. And the fact that you've got the Eight of Swords right next to it, sometimes what can happen when you have so many options ahead of you is you can fall into inaction, because it's like you have these amazing opportunities but you can only choose one. And so sometimes we get stuck in this limbo because we're like, oh, do I choose that? Do I choose that? And we start thinking about it and it's worrisome and troublesome, and that is definitely the energy of the Eight of Swords there. But again, the Eight of Swords is a self-inflicted kind of energy of feeling trapped or stuck. You know, you're doing this to yourself. If you look at the situation, you're not actually stuck. You know, particularly if you look at the imagery on most of the cards, and even in this one, it's no different. You know, you look at the rope around her wrist, it's not even tied in a knot, it's just dangling loosely. There's massive gaps between those swords. She can just stand up, unravel the rope around her wrists, take the blindfold off and walk through the gap, and she's free. So often this is just our perception of being stuck. We're not actually stuck. So, yeah, so I feel like this is more, if you don't sort of choose which direction you want to go in, it's almost more like procrastination in a way here. And you know, when you get this card, it's like, do whatever's necessary to move forward. And you know, the fact that you've got the Tower card right beneath it, I feel like if you do procrastinate for too long, you're not going to actually have a choice. Something's going to come in that is going to be sudden and unexpected and perhaps force your hand and make you choose here. But you know, don't be too stressed out about that. But yeah, it is a great position to be in here, Capricorn. As I said, you do have so much opportunity ahead for you. It is wonderful here. Now, after the Eight of Swords, you've got the Hierophant card there. Now, the Hierophant card is quite a spiritual card, and it is quite multi-layered in its meaning as well. Now, this can represent a significant Taurus in your life. You know, and when I talk about star signs, the cards talk about the character of the person more so than their star sign. So this is someone quite strong, quite stable, can often talk about a boss or someone who runs their own company. Taurus are very generous. You get on very well with Taurus energy. You are an earth sign. Taurus are earth sign as well. So you get on quite well here. But when this card shows up in a reading, it's almost like you having to choose here between two ways of doing things as well. Do you want to go down the traditional route of doing things, or do you want to think outside the box and do things a little bit differently? And you know, you've got the Hangman here. So the Hangman is looking at a situation from a different perspective. So for some of you, you might actually be doing things a little bit differently, and it could have something to do with your career, your work, your career here. But this is like, this card is really asking you to spend time with like-minded people, and because it is very spiritually orientated card, if you are developing some spiritual gifts or working in that field, you're being asked to sort of be around people that are like-minded who can help develop your skills. And even if you're not, if it's just in a work environment, you are asked to hang around with people that can develop your skills as well in a career. But for a lot of you, you might actually be called upon to join some spiritual institutions here. I know that's a very narrow kind of message and may only apply to some. This is a general reading, so you take what resonates. But if it's not a spiritual institution, it can be just you being called upon to go back to school and learn some more skills that are related to your career. You may even be teaching others as well. But it is very much a card of rules and societal structures. You know, this can talk about marriage, the church, corporate business, universities. It's that kind of stuff here. So you might very much be thinking about any one of those areas in your life. But again, because this is a card of duality, you may be deciding to just do your own thing here, or again, that duality nature of it, go down the straight and narrow and do things in a traditional way. But like I said, just because the Hangman's there, I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be calling the shots here and doing things your own way. It's quite interesting. You know, it's almost like there's a temporary pause here. And I do understand that temporary pause, because I feel like you are considering your options and deciding which way to go. And I very much feel like this is to do with your career, guys. But the interesting thing is, I don't read reversals. And I go through my deck and I put all the cards up the right way before I shuffle them. And so if a card comes out in reverse, it's significant. And the Hangman actually came out standing upwards. It came out like that, flipped up like that. So to me, I feel like where there has been a bit of a standstill and things haven't been moving forward, March is going to be a month where they do begin to move forward. And the fact that you have that Tower card there, as I touched on early, the Tower is a sudden and unexpected event that shifts and changes things and rocks your world to a bit of a degree here. And I love the Tower because it does, if you have been feeling like things haven't been going anywhere, and if things have been stuck, the Tower comes in and just is like a bolt of lightning, and then bang, things start to move, things start to shift and to change. And you know, even though it has been good for you to be in the Hangman state where you are able to review and plan and learn what's been out of date in your world and what hasn't worked and what changes or strategies for success that you need to bring in, the Tower card goes, okay, bang, it's time for that. It's time for that safe, comfortable place that you've been in. It's a time for shifting and changing now. But this is out with the old and in with the new and better. So the Tower card, as I said, although it looks very ominous where that bolt of lightning comes in, this doesn't necessarily mean a bad shift. You know, this just means things are beginning to move and change. And the fact that it's also right next to the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is you having been felt left out in the cold, felt like things aren't going your way, struggling financially, struggling physically, even if some of you have been unwell. The Tower card comes in and it's shifting and changing this situation too. And this is awesome. You know, this has come out for a few signs as well. Now, the Five of Pentacles has that story attached to it that you know, these people are standing outside of a church and they're feeling, you know, left out in the cold. They're poverty stricken. They've got, you know, old clothes that are torn, and they're begging, that sort of thing. But what they don't realize is if they go around the corner, there's the entrance to that beautiful church, and there is solace in there, and there is warmth, and there is assistance, you know, physically, spiritual, mentally, as emotional assistance. But they just need to actually walk around the corner and ask for help. So for a lot of you Capricorns, this could be what is required for you in March as well. Ask for assistance and you will get there. And you know, wow, the Three of Pentacles, this is a great card. This is working in a tight-knit little team that you're all doing great work together, and you are able to share your skills and your knowledge and your expertise to bring things to fruition and to get a wonderful result here. This can be a card of leadership as well. You could potentially be leading this team, or you, as I said, you are just doing really good work and being able to share your craftsmanship in a way, you know. I mean, this does talk about a creative project when I say craftsmanship, but you can be great at your craft even if it is in a corporate environment. And it's almost like you're just doing some great work in March, really impeccable work and of really high quality, high standards. And you know, again, you could receive, I mean, the fact that you've got the Six of Wands, you could be receiving awards, or there could be promotions here. And a lot of creativity in this card as well. So it's really nice. And And I feel like there's a lot of passion in this as well. And you are going to be sailing to the top of any profession here when you get this card. So it's quite lovely. But teamwork makes the dream work is that card. So there is a lot of teamwork happening here in March for you. Now let's get out the clarifying cards. Now I am using my favorite deck in the world, the Mystical Tarot deck. I try to get this deck in one way or another. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take them. Okay, excellent. I love this message for you, Capricorn. Okay, so there is an ending to some burdensome energy here. You've been working really hard and you've been trying to get everything done. You've been carrying that heavy load, and the Ten of Wands is that card of endings. And you have successfully carried that load all the way. You can see in the distance, get the card up. There's the little castle or the little village there in the distance, and you have been able to carry that load to its destination. And it's time to move on. And the fact that you've got that Tower card there, yep, things are shifting and changing. You are no longer going to have to be carrying that load. And you are in a great position here as well. There is something that's coming in that could potentially be offered to you here. Now be careful with this Four of Cups. There is a message that says, be careful that you don't miss an opportunity. This is like saying you've got everything you want in your life here. You've got the finances, you've got the home, the career, you've got everything, but there's a little bit of boredom or a little bit of apathy here in this card. And although from the outside world looking in, it looks like you've got everything you could possibly want, there's something still missing. And I feel like in March there could be an opportunity that is handed to you that you have to keep an eye out for and grab with both hands, I feel. You know, it's almost like a gift from God here coming through in the clouds being offered to you there. But sometimes because we're focused on what's missing or feeling bored or not having what we want, we miss this opportunity. And look, I'll tell you what is a wonderful opportunity here. You have the Wheel of Fortune. This is amazing, amazing. You know, this is that karmic wheel that is turning in your favor. It's a lucky break here that you don't realize is coming in. There's also rest and recuperation in March. You are going to, I mean, you know, 2 4s here is quite significant, but you are going to have to really take some time out. You've been working so hard, particularly with that 10 of Wands there, that burdensome energy. Now it's time in March maybe to just have a break, you know, close the door to the outside world, heal. I mean, this is a card of healing. So if you have been struggling mentally in any way, if you have been faced with considerable challenges, you know, you do need to take a rest. I feel like this, I mean, it can be mentally, physically, or even emotionally you having a feeling of exhaustion, and taking some time away from all of these challenges of daily life is going to be just such a welcome relief for you. But also another interesting thing with the Four of Swords, it does say that you might need to take time before reaching any major decisions in life. So the Seven of Cups there is asking you to decide and to make a decision so you're not stuck in that Eight of Swords energy. But the Four of Swords kind of does say don't just race in and choose something for the sake of choosing it. Still try to think things through carefully. Take a bit of time to consider all your options, and a better solution actually might reveal itself to you if you just wait that tad bit longer. But you know, don't wait too long for fear of just being stuck. But this does talk about that place of just retreat and closing that door and really taking your time. Now, for some of you as well, be careful that you're not pondering over a decision as well to the point of mental exhaustion, which the Eight of Swords can also talk about in here. So there's a kind of a fine line here that you're juggling, Capricorn. But I feel like going within is going to assist you here. And the reason I know that is, my goodness gracious me, you've got that wish come true and that Ace of Pentacles. So something that you have really been wishing for and hoping for is going to be achieved. Now, this can be a new beginning in a career. This can be a new creative project that you are working on. This is such a wonderful, wonderful card. That Ace of Wands, this is inspiration, this is passion, this is absolutely wonderful, wonderful new beginnings. And because this is Wands, this is fire, this is, like I said, passion, creativity, all the things that the fire energy is all about. And it promises wonderful things, so much excitement here. You have this amazing opportunity to really change your life in March here. And as I said, this is new opportunities in creativity, career, passion, and also self-development as well. And I feel like now that your dreams are within reach, there are still actions that you need to take to attain your goals, but this is just wonderful possibilities that are coming into play here. I absolutely love this for you. And gosh almighty, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups, one of the best cards in the deck, that happily, well, not so much the happily ever after card, that's more in the 10, but here you are achieving your wishes. There is a wish come true here, and absolutely your dreams are within reach. It is wonderful. Now I'm going to get one final card from the Now I Understand Oracle cards. I love this deck. I just recently came into possession of this due to one of my subscribers, Janine McLean, and the imagery on the back is by her daughter Lauren. Talk. Be open for discussions. Someone has something to say that needs to be investigated. Interesting. So listen to anyone who has some information here for you, or that comes to you and talks to you about something. That is something to consider, particularly when you are needing to make a decision that is quite important for you. So we'll leave it there, Capricorn. I hope I haven't gone on for too long there, but it looks like a wonderful month with a lot of new opportunities opening up for you. So we'll leave it there. Have a wonderful month, and I hope to speak to you or see you or hear from you next month. Bye.